3 years ago, after I graduated from college, I truly thought that everything was going to work out for me. I thought I was going to get a full-time job. I was going to be on my own and independent. But despite all of the effort I put in applying to jobs, networking, and doing interviews, nothing seemed to stick. And trust me, spending 3 years after college without a job, still trying to find one, having to still rely on my parents, it is not a good feeling at all. It affected me so much that I started to avoid certain people or anything that would remind me of where I was in life. I even remember when family friends would visit, I would precisely time my greetings just enough to be polite, but not enough for anyone to start asking questions. So how's life after graduation? What have you been up to? Have you gotten a job yet? Huh? And look, I know I don't have an excuse. I knew what I should be doing, but all that pressure, it made me feel more stuck, more overwhelmed. The fear I felt when I would think about myself in the future, it was consuming me. It was eating me alive. And the career I chose, it was film. Yeah, I know, it's not one to expect quick results. If there's one thing that college taught me well, it's that you just cannot rely on it. You have to get out there, you have to put in the work, you have to grind and meet people. And I did. I worked those long hours on set, even when I wasn't getting paid. I went to networking events. I did a 6-month internship. I actually did a lot of things, and the people around me could confirm that. But after 3 years and all that work done, I still didn't have anything stable. And so naturally, I started to doubt my passion for the field. Is this something I really want to pursue? Is this what I'm actually passionate about? But more than anything, I started to doubt my own abilities. So I started to look and explore for safer career options. Coming from a Middle Eastern family, I was always encouraged to pursue engineering or medicine. So I actually started to entertain those possibilities. But then I kept asking myself, would I be abandoning my passion, or was it even my passion in the first place? And asking those questions over and over again. And that became one of the most confusing times of my life. It was very depressing even. I couldn't focus on anything because my mind was always somewhere else, always drifting, always thinking, circling around and asking the same questions over and over and over again. And no, this is not where I tell you that magically things started to improve and I suddenly figured out what my purpose was. In fact, quite the opposite. What I was feeling was so intense that it affected every function of my everyday life. It became almost impossible to do an interview without having a panic attack. Like, that bad. And so I started talking to an actual therapist. And only through that process did I actually start to try and accept the feeling of being lost. Yeah, I am lost. Yes, I don't know what my purpose is. And that's okay. And only once that happened did things start to clear up just a little bit, enough for me to realize something very important. I realized that it wasn't film that I was passionate about. It wasn't the action of making movies and filmmaking. It wasn't that I was passionate of. It was the message, the themes, the ideas, sharing those with people. That's what made me feel fulfilled. And for the past 3 years, I was spending so much time focusing on my resume, my portfolio, applying and networking, working on other people's projects, that I wasn't doing anything for my... So that's why I started to make these videos. And finally, I started to feel that I have something that I look forward to. Of course, I'm still gonna continue applying to jobs. I know it's a long journey ahead that I have in front of me, and that's okay. But now I know this is what I've been missing the entire time. Sharing this kind of information, making these kind of videos. And for you, it might look entirely different. But if you relate to this, I encourage you to explore the feeling of being lost. Try and sit with it and accept that, yeah, I don't know what my purpose is right now. And that's okay. Then maybe you will start to see things in a different way, and it will allow you to realize the thing that's been holding you back or blocking you. And please know, if you need someone to talk to, someone to hear your ideas, I am here for you. In whichever way you want to contact me, please feel free to do so. I would love to understand what you are experiencing.